Hey, it's Daddy Steve. Please like and subscribe. Click on the Deck Heroes icon. Click on subscribe. 100% free. Well, blood in, blood out. Anyway, this video is on Euro 2024. It's on England. I'm an Englishman. Talking about Phil Foden. Here we go. Okay, so the Phil Foden problem. And listen, in relation to all my other videos, the reason why I say about why England should be better, should do this, should do that, it's not only because we got some of the top players in all leagues around the world, or most leagues, most of the Premier Leagues around the world. We've got the Jude Bellingham, we've got Phil Foden, we've got Harry Kane, that's leading goal scorer, leading player. This. We've got so many star players in the best leagues around the world, but we also ranked 4 in the world. So if we're playing somebody who's ranked 50 in the world, we should do better. Ranked 60 in the world, we should do better. That is why I have that. But anyway, I'm talking about Phil Foden. What is this Phil Foden problem? What is the problem? Well, number one, I've got to explain about why Phil Foden is most useful in the middle and why he doesn't fit on the left, but why he's possibly being played on the left. That's it, let's do that. So he's being played on the left because he's a left-footed player. And Gareth Southgate has said, listen, go out on the left and stick to the left. Okay, and why that doesn't work, because who else plays on the left who's kind of world class? Mbappe and those 2 Spanish kids or whatever, lightning quick. Phil Foden is not on the pitch to be lightning quick. He has sprints, but he doesn't have pace. What I mean is, sprints will get you past a player. So you can have a dribble, you can have some trickery, you drop a shoulder, you'll get him off balance or whatever. You stand him up so he stops. Then you're quicker to start, but you're not just quick, you are lightning, so you get past the player. Say with that trickery involved, they're just statues and you're just dancing around them. That's your kind of your sprints. It will get you that far. But if you don't have pace, anybody who does have pace will catch up to you and, just knock the ball away, or just more likely to put that pressure on you, which means you need to stop and restart again. Stand them up again, do some more trickery in order to try and get away again. And by then, they've probably got more support that's come across to back you up, and then you're playing the ball backwards. That's not a Phil Foden type of play, and that's why he kind of fails on the left a little bit. I don't want to go too far because he's world class, but that's why he's a little bit out on the limb on the left and maybe choosing to do other things, such as come in central. So why does he come in central? Because as soon as you have those sprints to get past that first layer of the midfield, or your movement gets you behind that first layer of midfield, you're in a situation where it's you running onto the defence. I'm going to break it down right now. What we see happen many, many times. He's got the skill just to crack a ball from outside the box into the corner. It's just an amazing player. He's an amazing player. So I'm not trying to say that he's weak because he doesn't operate on the left. There's times where he does operate on the left for Man City, but he interchanges positions, and he's in a team which is trying to pull the defence out of position to leave gaps where he can slip people in, and he'll either be looking to be slipped in or more likely he'll be slipping others in, and there's that movement in the triangle where people kind of rotate positions and exchange positions. So that's that. So why is he useful in the middle? Because he has that sprint to get past that first layer of the midfield, and then the defence, usually the centre halves, have got a decision to make. Do I stand my ground, or do I pressure the person who's now threatening the goal? Obviously, what they should do is nominate between the two of them. Somebody needs to pressure the ball, preferably force them towards the wings, force them away from where the goal is, basically. Right. So they come out. You got your attacker holds the line. That's why Harry Kane has to stay up front and hold the line. And most often, I say, at least for Man City, there'll be somebody who holds the line. The defender comes out, as I said, one of those centre halves. One stays put. He holds on to Haaland or whatever it was. Let's say Harry Kane, because I'm talking about England. I know it would be Haaland generally, but let's say Harry Kane. Harry Kane holds the line. Again, one of the centre halves. One stays with Harry Kane. One comes out to pressure Phil Foden. Phil Foden has the easiest pass in the world into the feet of a Harry Kane. A space has been left from where that defender was. The defender's coming out. The ball's no longer with you. It's been passed off. You run past that defender into the space that he's just left. It's just you and the goalkeeper. You crack it into the net. Say if the defenders hold the line, so they don't come out to Phil Foden, they hold the line. Very similar. He goes into the feet of Kane. Kane plays the ball just and Phil Foden continues that run towards goal. He plays it off to Kane. Kane just kind of knocks it behind, just a little dink behind the defender that's facing forward, facing the attacker that's running onto him in one way or another. Full fold of that forward momentum, with that with that forward momentum, skips past that defender who's still standing still, receives that ball from the dink from Kane behind that line, which has been held of the defence, and then the only person he's got to do is put it through the goalkeeper's legs. I say only, but we're talking about world class players, and that is also threatening the goal. If for some crazy reason the defender sees Phil Foden running towards him, and for whatever reason he just backs off, I don't know, because he's thinking he's going to just lay it off to Kane, which this is never going to happen. I'm just saying in all scenarios. Then he's backed off. He's actually created space for Phil Foden just to have a shot from range, and the defender is no longer blocking him. He's just gone off. That's why it would never happen. Just have a shot, try and smack it into the corner. Though those reasons are the strengths of why Phil Foden, or one of the reasons why Phil Foden will feel more inclined to be more central than on the wings. He doesn't have the pace for the wings. He has the trickery for the middle. He's a very inventive, creative player that he can see a pass. He likes to play those 1-2s, as I say, play into the feet of the person, of the striker basically, and get played in or play others in. That's what he does, and he's very good at shooting from the box. He'd be better off being on the right wing, you know what I mean, where he can come in on his left, but still he doesn't have that pace. So his ideal position would be in the middle. There you go. That's my summary of the Phil Foden problem. But you got the Jude Bellinghams, and as I said in other videos, I'd rather have Phil Foden and Jude Bellingham. But why would you ever drop I think he's the most successful scorer in British football history, who's the top of the Bundesliga, as I said. Why would you ever drop a Harry Kane? So what would you do then? So here we go. So would you play two up front? Kane leading the line, Jude Bellingham floating role, and somehow have Foden in the middle with some kind of defensive cover behind him? In all honesty, you don't really see that too often. So we're going towards 4-4-2 basically, or 4-1-1, which is an old school football system which we just don't see anymore, and there's got to be a reason for that, because it doesn't work, or it can be exploited, or you know what I mean, or you just find yourself in a situation like England where you spend the whole time defending against a team that plays the system that England wants to play effectively. I'm going to leave it at that. Please like, subscribe, Dennis Stephen, I'm out.